Guys, we finally had some light shed on the Cooper Webb situation this weekend at Charlotte via some interviews with him and a press release finally. And there's also something I have to set straight that I made a mistake on a few months ago that we're going to do right now. So I had reported a few months ago that I thought Cooper Webb was bowing out. I mean, most guys don't like riding outdoors, and I figured if he's not comfortable on the bike, he's trying to get out of it. We're actually hearing that it was kind of the opposite. He was ready to go even if he wasn't happy on the bike. And KTM said, no, you're not happy on the bike. Let's just part ways, sit home, get paid, and we'll all stay cool. And that information kind of came out this weekend, so that was super interesting to know, and I want to set the record straight. And I enjoyed some of the interviews, some of the questions they asked this weekend. There was one young woman interviewing Cooper Webb, and he wouldn't even refer to the name. He wouldn't even say KTM. He said, my old team. And then she brought up KTM in the interview right in the next question and asked a couple of the hard questions, like why did he move? He goes on to say that, there were stipulations in his contract that were a lot better on this Yamaha contract than with KTM, and that he was excited to get back to Star because he's rode for Star before, and he thinks the way they do things at Star is way more beneficial for him than the way they did them at factory Yamaha. We knew this was coming. We knew he was going to ride SMX. I guess maybe it was just some timing in his contract, but we didn't get a press release until Friday morning. So by the time we got the press release, he was already on the track on his new Yamaha, which is kind of ridiculous that superstars, that we deal with this kind of stuff like this in the sport. But he put some really fast times down in qualifying, and he didn't look bad in the racing, but he didn't look like the same pace he was at the end of Supercross last year, or definitely not in his championship years. So looks like he has some more work to do if he wants to run with Chase, Kenny, and Jet. Now the 2023 YZ450F, it looks sweet. It's a lot skinnier than the last model, and I'm hopefully going to get the chance to test one of these here in the next couple weeks and tell you what a regular old moto dad feels like on one of those things. So make sure you hit the follow button and stay tuned for that. And to end on a cool note, this is Cooper Webb's kind of career 2013 to present. Championships, 2 450SX in 2019, 2021, 2 250 Supercross in 2015 and 16, a 250MX in 16, 22 450 race wins, 21 450SX, 1 450MX, 18 250 SMX wins. It's kind of weird because SMX is kind of they're qualifying these SMX wins as moto wins. This is going to get really confusing, and hopefully we are able to separate this stuff. But I didn't realize that Cooper Webb already had 151 450 starts. I mean, the time flies by, guys. So congrats to Cooper Webb on a fantastic career, and hopefully he's got a few years left.